In the last video, we already ran Wan 2.2 locally using Wan 2 GP. It was fast and lightweight, but a bit limited when it came to controlling parameters. For more visuals and much finer control over the input settings, ComfyUI is one of the best choices. So in this video, we're going to learn the core concepts of ComfyUI and see how to install and use it to run Wan 2.2 text-to-video locally on both Mac and Windows. Things like the Modal, Clip, and VAE, so you'll understand exactly how everything works together. We'll also learn how to deploy ComfyUI to a paid cloud GPU service, so you can harness powerful GPUs and still generate up to 100 videos each month for free. Finally, we'll explore how to expose any ComfyUI workflow as an API so you can use it anywhere, even inside automation tools like N8N. Alright, let's dive in step by step. We'll start by installing ComfyUI locally. If you haven't installed ComfyUI yet, head over to ComfyUI.org. Here you'll notice it works on both Windows and Mac, but it's optimized for Nvidia GPUs and certain Apple Silicon chipsets. Since I'm on a Mac with Apple Silicon, I'll go ahead and select that option. Once the download finishes, simply open the file to begin the installation. Right away, you'll see that it automatically detects your GPU type. That's super convenient. Now just click Next to continue. Here you can choose a custom installation directory. I've already prepared a folder on my computer, so I'll select that one. Then I'll click Next again. Because I don't have any previous installation of ComfyUI, I'll confirm that and move forward. Make sure you enable automatic updates and disable usage metrics. This helps keep everything running smoothly. Once you're ready, click Install. Now give it a couple of minutes while the installation finishes up. And as soon as it's done, ComfyUI will launch automatically. Then you'll see a default browser window pop up with a Templates modal. Inside, there are tons of templates available for generating both images and videos, but for now, we're only going to focus on the video templates. You'll notice several Wan 2.2 workflows listed here. The fastest and lightest version of the Wan 2.2 model is the 5B model. We already tested this one in the previous video. Now the 14B model does give you much better quality, but that also comes with a cost. To run it smoothly, you'll need a GPU with at least 24 GB of VRAM. So for this tutorial, let's go ahead and select the Wan 2.2 5B workflow to keep things faster and easier for testing. ComfyUI will prompt us for any required models we're missing. Don't worry, this is completely normal for first-time setup. So let's go ahead and click download these models. It may take a few minutes depending on your internet speed. After a short wait, all the models will be downloaded automatically. And just like that, we're ready to start using the workflow. Let's explore how this ComfyUI workflow turns your ideas into a video step by step. Think of it like a creative assembly line, where each station adds something important. Imagine our robot artist has three magical parts we need to turn on: the brain, the ears, and the magic paintbrush. Step 1. Turn on the brain. This is where we load the diffusion model. The brain is the core creative engine. It's the part that actually generates the video. The file we downloaded, Wan 2.2 5B, is the robot's brain. It knows how to draw in a beautiful cinematic style. So when we load this model, we're waking up the main artist that paints the moving scene. Next, we proceed to step 2. Turn on the ears. This is where we load Clip. The ears are what help the robot understand our words. When we tell it what to draw, the ears listen and translate that into instructions for the brain. So Clip is the translator. It converts our text prompts into directions the model can follow. Along with Clip, we also keep the VAE in mind here, because eventually, it will make the final movie viewable. This step is all about turning on the magic paintbrush. Here we load the VAE. The brain's creations start out fuzzy and abstract. The magic paintbrush transforms them into something sharp, detailed, and clear. It's the finishing touch that turns a dream into a picture, and then a picture into a full movie you can watch. So in short, step 1 wakes up the brain, the ears, and the magic paintbrush. Now our robot artist is alive and ready to create. Next, let's get the canvas ready. Before an artist paints, they need a canvas. In ComfyUI, the canvas is where we set up video dimensions and length. Dimensions simply mean the width and height of the final video. For example, you might choose 720p or 1080p, depending on your needs. The length is measured in the total number of frames. By default, the Wan 2.2 model generates video at 24 frames per second. So if we set the canvas to 121 frames, that gives us a video about 5 seconds long. If we want image to video, we load an image first. Like handing the robot a storyboard, we say start with this picture and make a movie from it. If we want text to video only, we skip the image and just define the canvas, the width, the height, and how many frames. Remember, more frames mean a longer movie, fewer frames mean a shorter one. Now we talk to the robot using its ears. That means writing our prompts, which the clip model translates for the brain. The green box is the positive prompt. Here we tell the robot everything we want to see, like please draw a celestial goddess in a magical city at night. The red box is the negative prompt. Here we tell it what we don't want, like don't make it blurry, no weird hands, no extra fingers. This helps the robot avoid mistakes, and usually we can leave the default negative prompt as is. Now comes the most important part, the K-sampler, the robot's drawing table. This is the heart of the workflow. It takes everything we've given the robot, the brain, the positive and negative prompts, the canvas settings, and the starting picture, if we used one, and it begins to dream and draw. The settings on the side guide how it works. Steps is how many times it refines the drawing. More steps mean higher detail. And the CFG scale is how closely it listens to your instructions. Higher values mean it sticks to your words more strictly. The seed is the random number that controls variation. Same seed, same result. New seed, new variation. At this stage, the robot's art is still abstract. It exists in a fuzzy space called a latent. We can't see it clearly yet. That's where the magic paintbrush comes in. We use the VAE decode step. The VAE takes the fuzzy latent dreams and transforms them into sharp, viewable images. Frame by frame, the paintbrush reveals the movie hidden inside the dream. Finally, the Save Video node gathers the frames, lines them up in the right order, and stitches them into a single video file, an MP4 you can watch and share. So here's the story in short. You wake up your robot artist. You tell it what to draw and what not to draw. You give it a canvas and maybe a starting picture. You let it dream frame by frame at its drawing table, and then you use the magic paintbrush to make the dream clear, and save it as a movie. That's how ComfyUI turns your imagination into a finished video. We've downloaded and installed ComfyUI on Mac with Apple Silicon, and we've covered the core concepts for running a model like Wan 2.2. Now let's walk through the installation on Windows and run our first test on an Nvidia GPU. Head over to the official ComfyUI website. This time, simply download the version for Windows. Just like before, we'll install ComfyUI, then set it up and configure it. During setup, ComfyUI will automatically detect your GPU card. In this case, we've got an Nvidia GPU. Hit Next, then choose a location where you want ComfyUI installed. Click Next again, and wait for the installation to finish. Once it's done, a pop-up will appear showing all the available templates inside ComfyUI. Just like we did on Mac, let's select the Wan 2.2 5B workflow for testing. The first time we open this workflow, ComfyUI will ask us to download the required models. Go ahead and confirm that download. It may take a few minutes. After the models finish downloading, you'll see a default workflow template with the same basic configuration as we saw on Mac. Now simply hit the Run button to test it. Watch as the workflow starts processing. The speed depends on the power of your GPU. The more powerful your card and the larger the VRAM size, the faster you'll see the final video rendered. Once the workflow completes, the finished video will appear in the Save Video node. And just like that, you've successfully run Wan 2.2 on Windows with an Nvidia GPU. Awesome. Alright, now we know how to run the Wan 2.2 model locally on both Windows and Mac using ComfyUI. But here's the problem. If you've got a powerful GPU like an RTX 4090, you're fine. But if you don't, or if you're generating videos on a Mac, it can take a really long time just to make a simple 5-second video. Even with a strong GPU, it's not practical to keep your computer turned on 24/7. And honestly, it can even freeze up while you're working. So what's the solution? To solve this, we need to rent GPUs on a paid cloud service. There are many popular GPU platforms out there, but for this lesson we'll use Modal. The GPU compute prices on Modal are super competitive, and most importantly, it's free to get started. When you sign up, Modal gives you $30 credits each month. That's enough to generate around 100 Wan 2.2 videos without paying anything at all. Let's go ahead and sign up for an account. After you register, you'll see $5 credits right away. Then once you add a payment method, Modal gives you the full $30 monthly credits as part of the starter plan. That's plenty of resources for testing and personal use. Now let's go back to the main dashboard. Here you'll see your balance. We now have $30 credits available. Let's get started by installing the Modal library. Open your code editor and toggle the terminal window. As we usually do with Python projects, we'll first create a virtual environment. We'll name it venv, and then activate it, so all our dependencies are isolated for this project. Next, let's install the first library, Modal. Once installed, we need to authenticate our Modal account using the provided command. When that's done, let's run a quick test script. We'll follow the example code to make sure our connection to Modal works properly. Save the test code into a file called main.py. Then, run it using the command modal run main.py. You'll see the function execute, and you can check the output logs directly in Modal. Click on the function to see its details and view everything printed to the console. That means we've successfully connected and can now run Python functions on the Modal platform. Inside the apps section, you can also see all the apps currently running, or ones that have already stopped. This makes it easy to track your resources and shut down apps you no longer need. Awesome! Now we're connected to Modal and ready to run Python files directly in the cloud. Next, we'll create a new file called Wan 2.2 5b ComfyUI.py. This file will contain the code to deploy the Wan 2.2 model and expose it as an API. That way we can call the video generation API from anywhere, even in tools like N8N. We've prepared a template code for you in the lesson description. So let's go ahead and download it into your code editor. So now let's walk through exactly how the code works. Think of this code as a recipe for building a powerful art studio on a special computer in the cloud. First, we write down our shopping list. This list includes the exact version of our main art program, ComfyUI, links to extra creative tools called custom nodes, and the names of the big clever AI models we need to download from a giant online library called Hugging Face. Next, we start building the studio itself. We begin with a clean, empty room, which is a basic computer system. Then step by step we install all the necessary tools. First a tool to download things from the internet, then the main ComfyUI program, and after that all the extra custom nodes from our list. After the studio is set up, we have a special function that goes to the Hugging Face library and downloads the big AI models. These are like the super talented artists that will do the actual drawing. To save time later, we store these models on a permanent shelf called a volume. This way we only have to download them once. We also create little shortcuts so the ComfyUI program knows exactly where to find them. Finally, with the studio built and the artists ready, we flip the on switch. This last part of the code tells the cloud computer to start the ComfyUI program using a powerful graphics card, a GPU, to make it run super fast. It then opens up a web page, creating a door to our studio so we can walk in, give our instructions, and watch as it creates amazing videos and images for us. Alright, now let's make the Modal platform run our file, specifically to download ComfyUI with the Wan 2.2 5b template, and deploy it on a dedicated Modal URL domain at port 8000. Last time, we used the command modal run to execute a specific function, but this time, since we want to run a web endpoint for our Modal app, we'll use the command modal serve instead. So let's go ahead and run the command on our file. Alright, we need to rename the file to follow Modal's filename rules. After a short while, we should see a brand new web endpoint URL go live. Open it in your browser, and you'll see the familiar ComfyUI interface, just like when we installed ComfyUI locally, but here's the difference. This time, it's running on Modal hosting and exposed as a web endpoint we can access anytime. Just like before, you'll notice a list of templates available inside ComfyUI, including the Wan 2.2 workflows. Alright, head back to the Modal dashboard, and you'll see that our new web endpoint is live. We can even track all incoming requests to this endpoint in real time. Awesome! Now comes the exciting part, exposing ComfyUI as an API. This way, we can tap into the powerful Nvidia GPUs on Modal to run Wan 2.2 from anywhere, including automation tools like N8N. Here's how we do it. First, open the Wan 2.2 5b template in ComfyUI locally. Next, go into Settings and enable Developer Mode. This gives us the ability to export the workflow as an API. The export will give us a JSON file. Think of this as the blueprint of the workflow. It contains the exact input data structure we'll need for the video generation API. Inside the JSON, you'll see things like text input fields that correspond to our prompt inputs. You'll also see positive prompt fields, which we can dynamically edit to change what the model generates. This makes it super easy to plug in new prompts on the fly and run Wan 2.2 as a cloud-powered API. Now we have the input JSON body ready. This is exactly what will feed into the Wan 2.2 video generation API. And to show how the API works inside N8N, I've already prepared a working N8N workflow. This workflow runs the Wan 2.2 model via the ComfyUI API. using the same input JSON we exported and deployed on Modal. So let's go ahead and copy the workflow from the lesson and import it into N8N. Alright, now let's run the workflow and send a test prompt through our Telegram bot. First, we have a Telegram trigger node. It's already configured with a Telegram bot credential. You should set this up with your own bot. This node listens for new messages from the bot. Next, we have a filter node. Its job is to make sure we only process the message text, not bot commands or anything else. Then we have an edit node. Here we configure the prompt and link it to the Modal endpoint we deployed earlier. You can grab the endpoint URL directly from the Modal dashboard. Now we pass these values into an HTTP request node. This is the important part. It calls a post request to the ComfyUI API and starts the video generation process. So why do we call the prompt endpoint? Because it's the core built-in feature of the ComfyUI server API. It's the primary way to programmatically tell ComfyUI to run a workflow. When we send a post request to the prompt endpoint, the server responds with a prompt ID. We can then use this ID with the history endpoint to keep track of the generation status, and finally, use the view endpoint to retrieve the finished video. Alright, back in our workflow, let's check the dashboard. We can see that we just sent a post request to the prompt endpoint. That means the API call has been made, and a new video generation is now in progress. Notice that the body JSON here already contains the template we exported earlier from the Wan 2.2 5B workflow. Inside that JSON, we pass the prompt text from our Telegram bot into the input field. This way, we can generate a final video from any prompt we send. This JSON body is exactly the same one we saw in our code editor. When we call the prompt endpoint, the server responds with a prompt ID. This ID is what we'll use to track the video generation status with the history endpoint. Alright, our video has finished generating. Let's check it in Telegram. And awesome. The final video is right there in our chat. Now let's walk through the rest of the workflow. After we get the prompt ID, we pass it to the history endpoint. This endpoint returns a JSON response that includes a status field, and that's how we know when the video is ready. We use an if node to check whether the completed value is true. If the video isn't finished yet, we wait a bit, then call the history API again. Once the history response shows completed true, we move on to another if node to check the exact status string. If the status equals success, that means our video was generated correctly. At this point, we use a download video node to fetch the finished video from the view endpoint API. The view endpoint retrieves the video by file name and folder path. That's because ComfyUI's Save Video node always stores the final video in a folder structure. So the API gives us the exact location to retrieve the video file, and the video will be stored in a folder just like this. After finishing the video generation, make sure to press Ctrl+C to stop the web endpoint. This prevents extra costs from the server, continuing to run in the background. Right now, we've been using the modal serve command to run the file from our local machine. That means the code only works as long as we keep this terminal session running. But if we want to deploy our code permanently to Modal without needing to keep our computer on, we can use the Modal deploy command instead. This pushes the app to Modal's cloud so it stays live and accessible even when we close our local editor. And that's it. We've gone from setting up a Modal account to deploying the Wan 2.2 5B text-to-video workflow on the cloud and using a powerful GPU for free to generate high-quality AI videos. But this is just the beginning. Now you've got a solid understanding of ComfyUI's core concepts, and you know how to set up and deploy models on a cloud GPU platform. From here, you'll be able to run other models and templates with ease. In the next video, we'll take things to the next level by diving into several advanced topics. This includes running the powerful Wan 2.2 14B model, exploring image-to-video workflows, and even working with cutting-edge speech-to-video pipelines.
Love vulnerability. It's very attractive when a
Lead me where you met me before, running from the sands to the shore.